इसी की निकाल दी.
She is working many years in direction of Society of Rorich. And she organized her society. Together they investigate all secret places in Saratov place. And communicate with Rorich society. And all their work is in direction of opening Anahata Center and in communicating with other organizations in this direction. Briefly information about Irina's work. And we are very thankful to Irina and her information about her work. Thank you.
I think we'll have more time to know about theme of our reports later, and our participants will have such opportunity to exchange experience. We continue our work with presentation of our 7th Institute of International Scientific School of Astrology, very short presentation but with practice. Tatiana?
We invite the first institute, the Institute of Universal Forecasting, coordinator of this institute, Galina Spiridonova. Please.
Good day.
From autumn to spring, the Institute conducts the educational processes, courses and seminars. In the summertime, the communities of teachers organize external seminars, courses, workshops and sessions in the cities of the future of the different countries, Russia, Ukraine and Belarus. Participants of this event study the theory of the usage of the astral chart, research themselves and their relatives, learn to work with the energy of their zodiac signs, study the practical methods of recreation, ways of the harmonization of relationships, possibilities of the realization of their purposes and capabilities. Programs of these sessions and workshops include travels of the places of wars and historical monuments. Walks in the forest, swimming in the seas, rivers and lakes, drinking the charged water, and recreational practices of the athletes during the breaks between classes lift up the mood, bring to the balance and drop in the health. Institute of the Universal Forecasting presents the universal strategic forecasting of the way development. The creation of life on the planet occurs in cycles. The energy of the creative thought or idea manifests through 7 basic types of energy, rays. On the involution phase of the cycle, the idea descends into the substance and creates the form of its manifestation. On the evolution phase, the creation and the expanding consciousness. 7 rays manage the planetary evolution and the development of all forms of life. Every ray has its own vibration and its own energy conduct. All 7 rays together provide the evolution of the planet and of the humanity. International Scientific School of Universology implements the ray strategy of environment and conducts the spirit of the new age by realizing 7 strategic tasks through 7 institutes of different ray specializations. The presenters of the first day of the conference have demonstrated how the flow descends and how the idea realizes itself in the substance. Presentations of Ray Institutes will demonstrate the ascendance of the experience of the practical implementation of the idea. Currently, the humanity is going through several transitional processes. For example, the transition from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. During this period, we perceive that all poles and values are not actual anymore, but new reference points and worlds are not yet clear to us. The humanity needs the image of the future, the new paradigm of development. The transitional process is complemented with the active manifestation of the first ray through structures that resonate its quality. Institute of the Universal Forecasting implements the function of the first ray through its direction of activities, technologies, and methods. During the transitional processes, when one cycle is complete and the other just starts, the first ray of will and mind comes into the activity. On the descending phase, the first ray cleans up the way for the flow of thought or idea by destroying old and outdated forms. The first ray is a wheel that advances the plan of the Lotus. On the ascending phase, this ray collects, unites, and takes in the entire spectrum of the experience, including the one of the other rays. The first ray creates the order from the chaos. In the full cycle of the development, it conducts the spirit through the substance and removes it to the center where the impulse came from. In the transitional processes, the conditions of the rapidly changing environment, the necessity of foreseeing future events increases. To prepare for them, to consider their positive and negative consequences, and to make the correct choice in favor of the optimal scenario of the development. It is important to make the choice of the strategy of the development based on forecasting. Forecasting is the definition of future trends of development. Forecasting allows us to see the path towards the event.
The technologies of the universal forecasting allow to see the image of the future. They predict new goals in the most effective way into the future for a human, family, society, and the entire humanity to build the society in the spirit of the new era. The Institute prepares unique specialists who can forecast the goal reference point and trends and define the steps for a creation of conditions for the non-crisis development of the humanity, society, and a human. Thematic laboratories on the Institute create possibilities for the creative realization of specialists of the Institute who conduct practical researches of interesting subjects that are demanded by the society. Students can join communities that create forecasts that are published in social networks. The Institute is working with every student to explore the best side of his/her individuality, on his philosophical understanding of the meaning of transitional processes, conflicts, crises, and causes of events that are occurring both in the world and in his/her own life. Thanks to the gained knowledges, studies, and application of the universal forecasting, students obtain the cosmic conscience and the spirit of the researcher as a creator of the new era. The Institute is a preparing specialist in the field of the universal forecasting and works for the goal of a human to be able after the course graduation to organize his/her activity and provide the real support for the society and individualities in the definition of the most effective way of development and synchronization of the life of a human and the society with the rhythms of the universe. Specialization of the Institute of Universal Forecasting: astrosystemologist, astropsychosystemologist, astropsychosystemologist consultant, specialists in the universal forecasting, UNESCO certification. All the stages of the courses are provided with computer programs for the astrodiagnostic of abilities, health, forecasting of relationships and activities, definition of the purpose and finding the ways of the most effective realization of a human community and society. The Institute has a working community of the experienced teachers who perfectly know the philosophy and the methodology of universology. Experimental field researchers are practicing in different countries. In the cities of the future, session and advanced courses for specialists are organized.
From autumn to spring, the Institute conducts the educational processes, courses, and seminars. In the summertime, the communities of teachers organize external seminars, courses, workshops, and sessions in the cities of the future of the different countries: Russia, Ukraine, and Belarus. Participants of this event study the theory of the usage of the astral chart, research themselves and their relatives, learn to work with the energy of their zodiac signs, study the practical methods of recreation, ways of the harmonization of relationships, possibilities of the realization of their purposes and capabilities. Programs of these sessions and workshops include travels into places of force and historical monuments. Walks in the forest, swimming in the seas, rivers and lakes, drinking the charged water, and recreational practices in the parliaments during the breaks between classes lift up the mood, bring up the balance, and improve the health. Night conversations at the campfire, seances of psychological films, and creative evenings in the warm atmosphere help to obtain new friends and like-minded people. Participants who wish to deepen their knowledge join the educational processes of the Institute next autumn.
Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, our specialists of the Institute and for first Institute of our school. And now we invite the specialist of second Institute, Institute of Social Systemology of International Scientific School of Physiology. Pevniak Oksana, Ukraine, Germany.
Good afternoon, dear participants of the conference. I am pleased to welcome you on behalf of the Institute of Social Systemology and Innovation Technology of Consciousness Expansion. I don't speak English very well, but today I present to you a report on modeling the image of future society based on universal technologies for human consciousness expansion. Is the change you will want to see in the world, said Mahatma Gandhi. In the modern world, global problems
Они что-то все подверхи.
Many people help me ray of love and wisdom. Okay, go on. In the modern world, global problem and crisis, as shown in the slide, diamonds of social foundation and distort moral values of development. Countries and peoples are losing the understanding of their place and role in the evolution of humanity. The absence of universal human paradigm and evolutionary strategy result is the disunity of national and global disintegration. In the new era, humanity is faced with the tasks of evolutionary transformation of social process and modeling of society of the future based on coordinated cooperation and intercollective integration. To address the challenge in the International Scientific School of Universology presents Ray 2, the ray of love and wisdom. All lives within the radius of the social system are influenced by the inspiration of love expressed in wisdom. Love is great universal measurement that holds all lives in the universal unity, in interpenetration and coherence. Ray 2 brings pairs of opposition together until the four evolve. It stimulated an ability to unite. Ray 2 at the International Scientific School of Universology is presented as in the Institute of Social Systemology, an innovative technology of expansion of consciousness. To solve the pressing issue of humanity, the International Scientific School of Universology at the Institute of Social Systemology have a development and evolutionary concept of the strategy of world community development, outlined in the document called the Manifesto of Humanity Evolution. Based on the achievement of the International Scientific School of Universology, the Institute of Social Systemology has created and implemented innovative models and technologies for the development of the society of the future on experimental seeds. Our mission is to contribute to the sustainable, goal-oriented and spiritual development of the whole community by involving every person in the process of the society management. We create a cosmic magnet around the spirit of the Aquarius age axis according to the ideas of universology, translating the energies of love, wisdom to the world. Our implementation program is the evolutionary of human consciousness through an idea, a product, and a way of life. Our idea to form a unity magnetic field to allow the program of the new air spirit and to create a society of the future based on the experience of 12 civilizations in the Lotus of the world synthesis. A product, a complex program for consciousness laboratory liberation to model the coordinated society development in the spirit on the new era, the art of being free, love style, to reveal a person's consciousness to the sense of the here or her life purpose and mission, implementing the stellar program along 3 stages of evolutionary development, persons, collective and social, modeling society of the future image in the community center and the cities of the future. The key approach and technology of our institute. Hierarchical coordination of multi-level social system and institute based on the unified energy information system. First, but 2, formation of moral values based on universal human ideals and synthesis of the 12 civilization experience. The programs are implemented in the system of the continuous nature-oriented education. And third, universal modeling of the evolutionary future is based on the system of public self-government and collective strategy. In the strategy implementation programs, we rely on universal models and laws of nature. Research and implementation of the Institute achievements are carried out at experimental cities in more than 12 countries around the world, in more than 100 teams in the center and public initiatives and cities of the future. At their cities, a prototype of the Society of the Future model is created and implemented based on integration, cooperation, and value recognition of each national group and individual. There are only 2 things in the world worth of our surprise: the star, sky above us, and the moral law with us, said Immanuel Kant. A hierarchical coordination complex approach is fundamental in creating society of the future image. to expand both personal consciousness and consciousness of humanity from a look at the holistic eye to a collective, social, universal, planetary, stellar consciousness. To form a universal, holistic word, pictures and value guidelines in the person's mind. To reveal your moral, ethical, cultural and spiritual potential of an individual through a deep understanding for the mission of the planet. A natural-oriented way of life in the opening of sensual world perception through the route of a man to his true divine nature. A complex approach implemented in the combination of specific programs and products which are systematized in table. Expanding human consciousness, we set the task to tune the strategic vision from the egocentric eye to the adoption of divine strategy from above, from the star worlds and planet tasks. A person's accepting the flow, harmoniously joins in and moves along the stage in the unified energy information system of the family, ancestral, national, civilization, and planetary tree of life in the lotus of the world. Unified energy information system is any clear way of bringing people together, generation and new source of energy for the humanity evolution and for every human being. System of public self-government as an ideal model of the society, like roots, absorbed and spiritual and cultural experience of people, like a tree trunk, it develops the social of presence task of society, as a crown in integrated supernatural spiritual landmarks. On the basis of the system of public self-government technology, there is a merger of families, generation, peoples on other territorial self-government into a single social program, social self-government, with the development of innovative integrated product, self-government. System of public self-government is implemented in complex program, mission of the persons, group and society, art of being free, system synthesis of 12 world cultures, festival of the world cultural unite, practice of helping people through consultations, courses, seminars, distance education, scientific research in the following direction, rodology, numerology and socio-systemology. To do this, we in public center and cities of the future guide the persons and gradually include him or her in the stage of the collective stage group team. The person feels his or her problems, acquire the basic quality of the new person's responsibility, discipline, aspiration, which helps them more consciously and creatively participate in the stage of the system public of the self-government, territorial, industrial and social, by developing skills of the self-organization for spiritual development. The Institute of Social Systemology trains specialists of the professional system of public self-government within the program of the stage. It also developed 7 departments of the Institute as shown on the slide. First stage, social counselor. Second stage, social systemologist. And third stage, ecosystem scientist. The most important direction of the Social Systemology Institute are scientific research of the world community development and social process. Research is conducted at the department in the Institute laboratories. The department of the Institute provides education, research and training in the following areas. Consult for revealing a person's mission, course mission of a person's group and society, socio-systemic healing, course universal society automatic. This slide shows us results of research conducted in the realm of consciousness expansion in 7 areas of human life, in the framework of a program, mission of the individual, the group and the society. And this slide shows the results of an correct extensive experiment research in 130 respondents during the universal psychosomatic course. After 3 months of participation, the vibration component in 7 human energy centers was improved by 62.7%. And conclusion. The activities of the Institute of Social Systemology introduce innovative ideas and create prospects for the development of the society in the spirit of the new era. We model the social system relation of the future for the consciousness implementation for the ideals and values of the time spirit in the life of the humanity. The Institute of Universal Models for Society Building and Program for the Persons of the Future Transformation. And we prospect for collaboration. We are open to cooperation with like-minded organizations and invite you to participate in the collaborative implementation of a project. Festival of 12 Civilisations, traveling of the cities of the future spiritual center and ashrams. Collaboration implementation for the mission project. Development of a partnership program for the collaborative construction and development cities of future on planet Earth. And we are happy to present you the practice of the mission revealing in the space of the bees at the Masterclass of Social Systemology Institute, Practice Lotus of Life. On this slide you can see a demonstration of the Lotus of Life mission 2-Ray, International Evolutionary Movement, which shows the activities of our institute in 49 cities of community centers and cities of the future. And I would like to show a short video about the life of our team in our institute.
Thank you very much.
Our institute modeling the image of future society based on universal technology of human consciousness expansion. Ray 2, ray of love and wisdom, our life to ray and implementation of public self-government system in community center and cities of the future. We prepare a festival of 12 civilizations in future cities and community centers. We unite people, organizations, progressive community in symposium, congress, and forums. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you for our specialists of Institute of Social Systemology, and now we have more big break. That's our lunch. But before this, we invite you for the photo of our conference. Is it possible? Okay. Сейчас мы приглашаем всех нас на общее фото перед ланчем, а далее будет наш ланч, и мы продолжим работу уже с практиками и презентацией института и наших. If it's possible to make photo, I understand. I understand.